Baker Mayfield of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Justin Herbert of the LA Chargers. Two quarterbacks that have battled through a lot but have their teams in position to make the playoffs. Cross-country trip for Baker and the Bucs, sitting at the top of the NFC South, trying to lock up a playoff spot while the Chargers are in great position. Maybe they could lock up a spot by the end of this week. Tampa Bay and Los Angeles square off from SoFi this afternoon. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. Amin, Mark Sanchez, Christina Pink is down on the field. So Tampa Bay, 3 straight wins. Atlanta Falcons, 4 straight losses. The division is now flipped. Tampa Bay is in great position to get to the postseason. And if their running game continues to help Baker Mayfield the way they have, they're going to be a dangerous team going forward.
And it really has been an identity shift for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And credit Liam Cohen for finding what his team is good at. Remember, the last 2 seasons, this team was bottom of the league in rushing attacks. And this year, they find themselves at 8th. That's taken pressure off of Baker Mayfield, and it's also opened up all their play action stuff, their deep shots to Mike Evans. It all comes to fruition when they get the run game going.
Meanwhile, the Chargers, despite getting Kansas City'd a week ago, are in great position to make the playoffs as a wild card. Think about it. A year ago today, Brandon Staley gets fired. Tom Telesco, the GM, gets let go. Now Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert, despite all the turmoil, sitting at 8-5, and by the end of the week might be in the postseason.
I think he's just looking for a little consistency. Justin Herbert, that is. You know, a relationship that works out for him. And I think Jim Harbaugh's that guy for him. Remember, multiple coaches in college, already 3 head coaches in the NFL, and 4 different coordinators. But even with all that turmoil, this guy's going to throw for 20,000 yards, passing yards, in the NFL. He's going to eclipse 20,000 today.
Pretty good mark for Justin Herbert. Take a look at the standings. The Bucs have a 1-game lead on Atlanta. Falcons are in Las Vegas tomorrow, but don't forget, Atlanta has the tiebreak. They won both meetings. Meanwhile, we mentioned it's a short week for LA. They're going to host Denver on Thursday night here at SoFi Stadium, and they could lock up the tiebreak against the Broncos by the end of the week. Tampa Bay won the toss, and they want the ball first, so we'll see Baker Mayfield and company at the 30-yard line. We'll say hello to Christina Pink with some personnel news for both teams.
Well, yeah, a lot of players on the injury report this week, including Bucs leading rusher Bucky Irving. He tells me he's fine, but the Bucs will not have star safety Antoine Winfield Jr. Now, Justin Herbert gets back his favorite target in Ladd McConkey, but he won't have Will Dissly to throw to today. Herbert himself was on the injury report earlier in the week with an ankle and a thigh issue, but as he told us, I played through worse, and nobody's really 100% this time of year.
Ah, yes, as we hit the final quarter of the season, nobody's really feeling 100%, but the league moves on. Key 4-game stretches for these 2 teams to close the year. It'll be a run for Rashad White to begin the day for Tampa Bay, and a couple of yards going forward. Troy Dye gets into it at the end of the play with a little extra. This has been the best first quarter offense in the NFL. They've scored 98 points.